The real estate industry is going through a major shakeup right now. Thanks to all the recent realtor commission lawsuits, the way that agents get paid is going to change forever. So far, all the focus has been on buyers and buyers agents, but don't think that these changes won't affect you as a seller. In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into the most overlooked party of this entire ordeal. We'll cover everything about the new rule changes that'll impact your wallet, the potential challenges you might face, and most importantly, the strategies you can use to come out on top. Before we begin, it would be amazing if you could quickly subscribe to this YouTube channel so we can keep putting out helpful content for home sellers. To understand what's happening now, let's take a look at the traditional pricing model and how things have been done for decades. When you wanted to sell your home, you would sign a listing agreement with your agent. This agreement would outline a total commission that you would ultimately pay at closing. That total commission would then be split by your agent to be shared with the buyer's agent. This split was typically 50-50. So most agents would normally expect about 2.5% to 3% with every transaction, which at the time of this video is about $10,000 to $12,000 per agent per deal on average. At the same time, most buyers actually felt like their agent was completely free to them, since they never had to negotiate a fee or cut a check. And this frustrated a lot of sellers who felt like they were forking over thousands of dollars to pay for someone that was essentially working against them. Well, recent legal decisions are turning this model on its head. Starting August 17th, 2024, a seismic shift will take effect. Buyers are now going to be directly responsible for making sure that their agent gets paid. This means that they're going to have to negotiate a completely separate agreement with their agent that outlines what they will owe at closing. Yes, you heard me right. Before even a single showing, a buyer is going to be required to sign a compensation agreement with their agent, and that agreement will guarantee to that agent whatever they negotiate and agree to. Sellers, on the other hand, will now only be obligated to pay their listing agent. Now, this might not seem like a big deal at first glance, but this change is sure to create major ripple effects throughout the entire real estate market. And unfortunately for sellers, it's both good and bad news. While you may be excited about the prospect of saving up to half of what you would normally pay in realtor commissions, according to Bankrate, over 40% of home buyers still struggle to come up with the down payment and closing costs. And the buyer affordability problem is not going to get any better if they have to save 1% to 3% more cash just to close on your home. As a seller, I can almost guarantee that you are going to be asked to come up with some sort of seller concession to offer to the buyer to help them offset this additional expense. And nearly every offer that you receive from now on will include some provision that asks you to reach into your pocket and give some cash to the buyer at closing to help them close on your home. Now, that cash or concession is going to be made available to the buyer to use for really any closing related expense. The idea is that they'll be able to use it to help pay their buyer agent commissions, but in actuality, they could use it for closing costs or other prepaid items. It doesn't have to go to buyer's agent commissions. Now, it's important to keep in mind that you as a seller have absolutely no obligation to offer these concessions to buyers. And you don't even have to disclose whether or not you're going to offer a concession until it comes up during the negotiation process. Now, I personally believe that any sellers who publicly advertise the fact that they're going to offer concessions will most likely appeal to buyers, especially early on in this transition process. On the flip side, sellers who don't advertise that they're going to offer a concession will have a better negotiating position when it comes down to it. Ultimately, the decision to disclose or not disclose your willingness to offer concessions is certainly going to be important as we move forward. I believe that this new system will promote more upfront conversations about commissions, setting clearer expectations for both sellers and buyers in terms of what they're going to have to pay for their representation. This, over time, is going to streamline negotiations and reduce misunderstandings. On top of that, I think that buyers signing these compensation agreements early on in the home buying process will put more skin in the game, forcing them to be more intentional about their house hunting. This is going to lead to smoother transactions and a lot less back and forth. However, with buyers facing these additional costs, you're certainly going to feel the pressure to offer concessions or lower your price to be more competitive in the market. This ultimately will eat into your potential profits. I may be biased, but I would recommend looking into a flat fee MLS provider like Falaya that can save you on the listing side, giving you more wiggle room to offer concessions to buyers down the road. Here at Falaya, we list hundreds of properties across multiple states, and we're already dealing with some of the real-world impacts of these rule changes. In one market, we had a seller that received an offer containing a provision that requested that they offer 3% as a seller concession to help the buyer pay the agent commission. When they countered back and said we'd only offer 2.5%, those buyers withdrew their offer and looked elsewhere, being that they had no money to pay their agent. At the same time, in another market, we encountered a buyer that simply fired their agent and used Falaya's platform for a buyer direct-to-seller experience, allowing them to both save 100% of the potential commission costs and just pay our flat fee. At the end of the day, one thing is certain: buyer's agents will ask or even demand some seller concession from you. So you need to be prepared on what you're going to respond with. The best way that you can prepare yourself is to focus on your pricing to ensure that you leave as much room for yourself in the negotiations as possible. Also, try to be flexible for your buyers. I'm sure they want to buy your house just as much as you want to sell it. So get creative in the negotiation process and try to find new ways to come to an agreement that works for everybody. And you should also look for other new ways to save. If your goal is truly to maximize your profits on your home sale, consider finding your savings on the listing side, not just the buyer side. By using Falaya or another flat fee MLS provider, you're able to save on the realtor commissions on the selling side while still getting a lot of the same benefits and marketing exposure that realtors would give you for 2.5 or 3%. This will allow you to both sell fast and save thousands. The real estate industry is undeniably changing. While much of the focus has been on buyers and agents, sellers will undoubtedly feel the impact just as much, if not more. The shift in how buyers agents are compensated is a big deal, and it's going to shape the future of the real estate industry. If you're ready to navigate this new real estate market, consider reaching out to us today to learn more about how you can sell your home yourself and save thousands doing it. Remember, knowledge is your greatest asset in this ever-changing real estate market. Stay informed, stay adaptable, and stay ahead.